Hi guys, welcome back to Rav's Retreat, the wood turning section of my YouTube channel. Now then, the previous video we discussed several different tool rests which I use. It's a subject which isn't given a great deal of discussion, but it is a subject which I think is rather important. I have favourite tool rests, and generally my work looks best when I've used my favourite tool rests. You know, it's like a car. You get used to driving a certain car. When you change it, you know, it takes you a month or two to get used to that new car. Well, I'm the same way with tool rests. I did say there was a couple more tool rests I was going to show you, and this is one of them. This is a tool rest I got with my DVR XP, my Nova DVR XP, which unfortunately the DVR XP decided to start emitting lots of smoke and went to the big shed in the sky. It blew up and nearly set afire. But this is the tool rest that came with it, and I never liked it from the outset. I could not get on with this tool rest at all, and the reason is there's no lip. I like a lip to be able to run this part of my finger along. Hang on, if you just bear with me guys, I'll put the I'll put another tool rest in and I'll show you. If you'll just bear with me a moment or two. Right, when I'm turning, basically I use the underhand grip, and basically I use this finger to run along the tool rest with. Can you see? Now with this tool rest I can't do that. It's a tool rest which is pretty much made for the overhand grip, which I don't like. I'll occasionally use the overhand grip when I'm roughing out, but I don't use it a great deal. I taught myself to turn, and I taught myself to turn using the underhand grip, which I feel gives you more control. But no doubt there'll be loads of people screaming at me saying no it doesn't, but for me it does. It seems that way anyway. That's the way I turn. And the Nova tool rest I just couldn't get on with. They do sell several different rests. When I bought the machine, it comes with this 12-inch rest, and I also bought, at the same time as I bought the machine, I thought, oh, I'm going to need a small one as well. So I bought the little 3-inch Nova rest, which I used even less than the 12-inch. For one, I think it's a little bit too small, and two, it's an overhand rest. Now don't get me wrong, they're well made. You know, cast iron, strong. I mean, look at the webbing under there. You know, they've been properly designed. But they're not, for me, I just can't get on with them. They're not made for an underhand grip. I just can't get on with them. But they are well made. Good quality tool rests, and for people that do use overhand grips, they're a cracking tool rest. Now obviously when when my Nova did decide to stop working, I wasn't going to throw the tool rests away, even though I don't use them. You know, you never know in the future, do you? You know, I can't see me running out of tool rests but you never know. I weren't going to throw them away, because they are quite expensive as well. The do ball turning one that looks quite good. You know, the S-shaped type ones. Well, actually it looks more like a banana, and that actually looks like a decent rest. But these two, I can't get on with them because they're overhand, what I would deem an overhand rest. Right, oh, there was just one other subject I wanted to mention whilst I put this down here out of the way. Robert Sorby rests. Now then, I think some people are put off because they screw on to the tool post. The tool rest actually, the tool post screws into the tool rest, and I think some people are frightened that they'll come loose. Now, I can honestly say, hand on heart, 100%, that in 10 years of wood turning, I have never had one of these come loose. I've never had one move, I've never had one come loose at all. I've never had to retighten one of these up again. You put it on, I mean, the idea is that you buy one tool post, and then you buy your tool rests, and you just use the one tool post and you take on and off the various rests. But I don't do that. I buy a tool post for each rest. But I can honestly say, even on the longer one, the 9-inch one, I've never had it come loose at all. Never, ever. From, you know, I assembled it when I got it, and it's never needed to be touched from that date, and that's in 10 years of wood turning. So don't be frightened. You know, when you're assembling them, give them plenty of torque. There's some flats on the tool post for you to be able to put an adjustable spanner on or whatever, and really give them a good old torque down, and they don't move, believe me. I've never had one move. Right, this is going to be another short one. I just thought I'd mention those. Just wanted to show you those couple of extra tool rests, and I did want to mention about the Robert Sorby one. You know, some people had questioned whether they'd come loose in use, but in 10 years of use I have never ever had one come loose, ever. So don't be scared of that. They're a cracking tool rest, hardened steel, so they don't ding up very easily. Obviously they will ding, you know, it's not magic steel, it will ding, but it takes a hell of a lot more to ding it up than what it does for mild steel. Right, it is really stupidly hot in here at the moment. I am sweating cobs, as we say up here in Yorkshire. So I'm going to end this one and go back in the house where it's a little bit cooler. I don't know what the temperature is. There we go. 35.3 degrees in here at the moment. Way too hot. And I've got wood drying as well, so it's pretty humid in here. It's not very nice, but my viewers are worth it. Right guys, I'll get off, but don't be frightened of the Robert Sorby tool rest. That thing ain't going to come loose once you've tightened it up properly. Never in 10 years have I had to touch one, retighten one or anything. Never had to touch it, you know, in terms of tightening it back up in 10 years of use. Right, I'll get off then guys. Take care of those eyes, take care of those fingers, and take care of those lungs. Why? Because life gets awfully hard without them. Catch you later guys, bye bye now, take care.